Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Now I have a shed on my property that doesn't have a floodlight or a camera on it for that matter, and I would like to at the very least get a floodlight up on it, but it doesn't have any of the wiring running to the eave where I would need it to in order to install one. Now could I run wiring to get electricity up into that eave and install a floodlight or one of these cameras that I've done in the past? Yes, I could. But I wanted to see if Eufy had any products out there that wouldn't require me to have to run any additional electrical wiring in order to not only have a camera, but also have a spotlight over my shed. And sure enough, I did come across this camera and spotlight right here, which is called the Eufy Solocam S40. So the big feature on this particular spotlight camera that set it apart from all of the others, in my opinion, was that since I don't have to run that additional wiring, the way that it gets its power is it has an integrated solar panel in it. So as long as you have sunshine on it and a good Wi-Fi connection, you'll have no issues with it staying charged and also being able to see clearly what exactly it's looking at. So I'm going to go over the main features of this spotlight camera. I'm going to show you how easy it is to install, and then after it's installed, I'm going to show you how it works and show you the quality that you can expect from this particular spotlight camera. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's go. So some of the main features on this spotlight camera, I briefly already touched on one of them, which is the integrated solar panel. Now the spotlight on the camera is 600 lumens, which is a pretty bright spotlight. And another thing that's nice about the spotlight is that you're able to adjust the color temperature to what you would like. The camera itself has 2K resolution, which is a really good resolution for a spotlight camera. A really nice thing that I found about Eufy that some of the other cameras that I've had in the past or currently have, it does not require a subscription. This actually has 8 gigs of memory already installed in the spotlight camera. You can get instant notifications to your smartphone letting you know that the camera has detected motion. And this also has two-way audio, so you have the ability to talk to whoever is in front of your camera and they can talk back to you. It also has color night vision and 2K clarity, which we're going to take a look at all the clarity a little bit later. And this can also be used and connected to an Echo Dot or Google Home. All right, so this is everything that comes in the box. And of course, we've got our spotlight camera here, camera and spotlight are up here, and then up here on top, this is that integrated solar panel. So you can see kind of how sleek that is. And of course the key when we go to mounting it, we want to make sure that we're going to be putting this in an area that faces somewhat towards the south so that it's getting sun all day long. It also has a Type-C charging port here in the back if you want to charge it that way. A sync button, this is where it will mount. And then on the bottom side here, this is the speaker. It comes with this mounting bracket. It comes with a USB cord, which I'll use here in just a little bit, and some mounting hardware for various applications. So to get this all started, I'm going to turn this over to the back and open this part up here. And now I'm going to take the charging cord, I'm going to plug it into the charging slot. So now it's showing that it's charging with this little blue dot up on front. Now if you don't already have the Eufy app, now would be the time to download it, because now we're going to be starting the setup process and we're going to need to add the device to the app. Once you have the Eufy app, now you would go to add device, and then you'd pick which device you're setting up. So in this case, we're going to go with Solocam Solar. And at this point, you would enter all of your internet login information. And then after that's done, we're going to go ahead and pick up the Solocam, and we're going to push the sync button on the back for 2 seconds. And after 2 seconds, we should hear a beep and the front light be flashing blue. There's the beep, and the front light is now flashing blue. Now we've heard the beep, so now the app is going to generate a QR code for the Solocam to scan to connect to the Wi-Fi. Once the QR code is up, then you're going to scan it with the camera. And it helps to take the plastic off the front.
Connecting to the Wi-Fi network. Please wait.
After that, the app is going to walk you through a few more simple steps. Then after all of that, Eufy recommends that on this initial charge that you fully charge the battery before installing. So now I'm going to install the mount up here on this eave. That way the spotlight is going to be able to illuminate the entire area in front of the front door of the shed, and the camera itself is going to be able to capture the image of anybody that's trying to get into the shed. Now, as you can see, there's 3 holes on the base of this mount that's going to hold it up here onto the eave. And if you want easy access to be able to put the screws in there, you can remove the ball head here just by unscrewing this, and it'll just give you easier access to be able to screw those in. But I'm going to be using an extension on the end of my impact, so it's not really going to be an issue. And it's just 3 screws that get attached to this wood. Now, if you were going to be installing it into metal or brick or anything like that, you would need to use the included anchors that come with the kit, but if going into wood, you just have to use the screws. All right, so now that the camera's all charged and the mount is in place, now I'm going to attach the camera to the mount. And there's these threads here on the back of the camera that are going to thread onto the mount itself. And at this point, I can adjust it and point the camera in any direction, and then turn the base of the ball head and tighten it down to hold that adjustment in place. So as far as the installation portion goes, that's pretty much it. It doesn't get a whole lot easier than that, especially without having to connect any kind of wiring. But let's go into the app, check out some of the features and how they work, and also check out what kind of video quality we can expect from this particular spotlight cam. So as you can see, the video quality is really good, even with it starting to get dark. The sun is going down, and the audio quality is actually really good as well, especially for a camera like this. I'm not using my microphone. This is what you could expect as far as video and audio from this particular camera. So I, again, am pretty impressed with this Eufy product. I'm really happy with how much light it's providing me when I go down to the shed in the evening time and at night, so I'm able to see a lot more clearly, unlocking the door, getting things out, and of course just walking up to it. Now I will say, you want to make sure that you've got a good Wi-Fi signal going to your device. If the Wi-Fi signal is not very strong when you go to review videos, since all the videos are stored on the device itself, it might be a little bit choppy. So as long as you've got a good Wi-Fi signal, your videos and your playback are going to be really good. If you just want to check this thing out, I have a link down in the description down below where you can check it out for yourself. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please let me know by giving the video a thumbs up and leaving a comment down in the comment section down below. And of course, if you have any questions, you can leave those down in the comments as well. And I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. See ya.